That's probably the easiest way to that. Sometimes you have to be selfish and you have to think about yourself. And inherently, a lot of the time we don't. A lot of the time we bumble on. I certainly know that there'll be people out there with neurodivergency that do not think about themselves. And I even said today, I was like, as a neurodivergent, we rely on validation. Let alone human beings. Human beings love validation. As a neurodivergent, validation means more than anything in the world. Just you coming up and saying thank you for doing something, it means everything. Even if you don't fucking mean it. Even if the words that come out your mouth are false and you're just trying to blow smoke up my ass and make me feel good. You will blow smoke up my ass, you will make me feel good, and I will carry on. So it's up to you. You can take the simple route, or we can go down the hard route, which means you lose out, and then I have to go through a full transition of a new environment, a new job, stress myself out for 2 years until I get to a steady pace. And it's up to you. I said, but like I said, I've shown my hand. The positive that came out of that was the recognition was there. She gave me the fucking validation that I needed. And I went, that's all. Like, do you know what? It sounds weird, but that's all I wanted was recognition for what I'm doing and a promotion and a bit more money. So, it's one of those things. But you sit there all the time and you watch people getting a slice of the cream pie and you're like, I just want a fucking piece of that pie. I want to be able to enjoy life. I want to be able to give to my children. And I even said, like, one of my that was one of the main driving factors was I've made myself desirable to be skilled in my profession, and I've sacrificed a lot of time to do that. I sacrificed 8 months of nearly every evening to do my master's degree in safety. So I was like, you just need to give me a little bit of that back, because I've given up 8 months of my time, sacrificed everything. I've done it for my family. I've done it to give to my family because life's expensive and I want my girls to have the best things in life. I want my wife to have the best things in life. I want a nice environment. I want a nice house. I want all of these good things. And if I've made myself desirable, I want that recognition for that. And if I've got to go and get it, brilliant. I'll go and get it. I've proved my hand. I'll show my hand. I'll go and get it. I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Everyone wants the recognition in your employment and stay there. At the end of the day, that's nurture and experience. Often we get to the point where a lot of companies will turn around and say, well, fuck off then. And I go, okay, well, let's put that in perspective. If you tell that person to fuck off, you're losing valuable knowledge and experience that they've probably built. You've now got to go out and spend astronomical amounts of money on recruitment that could be failed. You've then got to do all the clearance checks and everything else that comes with it, which costs money. Then you've got to do all your onboarding and you've got to do all your training. So that's 7 months of your time. So you could potentially spend, I don't know what it is, a substantial amount of money for recruitment, whatever the standard fees are, and all of that time and effort to maybe get the wrong person. You've got the right person. So what do you want to do as an organization? Do you want to invest in that person a bit more because you've said it to my face now, what I'm capable of doing? Or do you want to go elsewhere? And do you want to go down the route of having an unsuccessful recruitment campaign that's going to cost you thousands, and then training, and then still get to the point where you've got somebody at the end that isn't maybe not even bothered to do the job? Maybe they've blagged it. You can blag a job for the first 6 months easy. And then you turn around and go, well, okay, well, I'm in though. So I've done my probation. I'm fucking locked in now. And then you've got to go for a HR nightmare to get rid of the person, whatever it may be. So that was my positive was the way that it was taken. Okay. So what could have happened was they could have turned around and said, well, fucking let him go. And I wouldn't have heard nothing. Absolutely. I would have heard nothing. I'd have handed my notice in. I'd have done my fucking, my what do they call it when you fucking, when you're leaving? I don't know what I'd have done that jobby. I can't remember what that is. That's completely gone from my head. It will come back in a minute. But I'd have done that. And then at the same time, when I finish that period of whatever it is and ready to go, whether that's a month or whatever, just fucking notice period, James, you dickhead. I'd have served my notice and I'd have gone. And I'd have gone on my merry way and I wouldn't have seen them again. I'd have maybe bumped into them at some point. But I wouldn't have known any different. What they've actively done, and the positive here is they've pulled me aside and said, fuck, we don't want to lose you because of X, Y, and Z. How do we get you to stay? And I go, okay, it's over to you now. I've laid my cards on the table. It's up to you. But the good thing is that came with really positive conversations and really positive recognition. And that to me was invaluable. That was worth its weight in gold. I walked away so positive. I was like, thank you.